And the starters for our first race on this December 13th program. Approaching the top of the stretch, we have Pensacola Sue and Lonnie Stokes, Billy and Bud, Charlie Miles, Mary Be Lucky and Mike Downey, and now on wheels and Bo Sowers, Rachel Down, Steve Mason, Smooth, Sammy G, and Todd Trites. I Wish, Mark Haig and Rumpus Star. Outside, Jill Berrio. Field of 8, here they come. They're off and pacing, and a solid start. First 4 out for the lead. Pensacola Sue on the inside. Mary Be Lucky on the outside going for it around the turn. It's now Mary Be Lucky. Then on the outside driving up to second. That's Nell on wheels. Then at the rail, Pensacola Sue gets away third, Billy and Bud. Smooth Sammy G backs off to fifth, and Rachel Down sits back in sixth early on. Then I Wish. We'll try it this afternoon from seventh, and trailing the field, Rumpus Star, single file order by that opening quarter. In 30 and 2, Mary Be Lucky, a length and a quarter. Then racing shotgun in the 2-hole trip is now on wheels. Pensacola Sue looks to move from third. Then Billy and Bud is fourth. On the outside, here comes I Wish, and she's going to get covered up because Pensacola Sue has just moved first up, and she's driving now to third. Then right behind her, I Wish, Billy and Bud now drops to fifth, and Smooth Sammy G on the outside. Rachel Down gets shuffled back. They're 4 in and 4 out. Trailing to the outside, Rumpus Star. And they were halfway home in 103, led by Mary Be Lucky. On the outside, Pensacola Sue inside third at the pylons. Locked in at this point is Nell on wheels. Then I Wish looks to make a move. And there she goes, tipping out 3 wide from fourth and going on. Then Billy and Bud, Smooth Sammy, Rachel Down, and Rumpus Star still trails. They were by the 3/4. 135 and 3, Mary Be Lucky, I Wish. And she's looking for her second straight victory, and she's taken the lead. Then racing second, Mary Be Lucky, third, now on wheels. An 1/8 of a mile to go, I Wish. Mary Be Lucky on the inside, watch for Nell on wheels. What a trip he's had on the outside, coming on. Deep stretch, gonna be I Wish. And she wins it, and the Hagler scores here in race number 1 with I Wish. And the time for the mile, 2:07 and a fifth. I Wish, back-to-back wins. And we welcome back now to the winner's circle. Winner of our first of the afternoon goes to 7, I Wish. It a little over 4-1 odds here on race 1. I Wish, a 3-year-old daughter of Drop Off. Out of the No Nukes mare, see our Blaze of Glory, owned by Art Davidson, trained by John Davidson. Mark Haig in the driver's seat this afternoon. And I Wish now has 3 lifetime wins. She's got back-to-back victories. And this afternoon with the Hagler on board, 2:07 and 1. And Flash Haig, Took and all is out in the winner's circle here this afternoon early on, braving the elements. And Mike Downey, Valid Appeal, Jill Berrio. NOB Viking, Chris Davies. Humna, Lonnie Stokes, Bat Boy. And Sam Hodgin and Bold Ryan now scores 6 to the outside. And Mark Haig. Field of 6 here, Dr. Cashin has been scratched. 6 starters, here they come, race 2. They're off and pacing. Valid Appeal out for the lead. OB Viking as well. Then up along the inside, Pembroke Payment gets away racing in third around the turn. Then racing fourth on the outside, Bold Ryan. And he tries to get up to third to get that spot at the pylons. And he will get there as they race on to the quarter. And Berrio's going to take Davies to the opening quarter here. And Davies going to have to go to plan B and take the 2-hole. Then back third, Bold Ryan got in and is racing third, Pembroke Payment. Then it's Humna, and trailing the field, Bat Boy. By that opening quarter in a quick 29 and 4, Valid Appeal is going to try it all the way here in the 2-hole, OB Viking. Then Bold Ryan racing back in third, Humna. On the outside, fourth. Then fifth, Pembroke Payment. And Bat Boy Rough, and off the pace here as they approach the half. And your leader is Valid Appeal. On the outside, coming hard, is to the outside, Humna. And they were by the half in a minute and 2/5. Valid Appeal. OB Viking quickly back to second, then Bold Ryan back to third. Pembroke Payment on the outside. Then on the outside, Humna starts to let go. And a trailing Bat Boy as they drive on to the 3/4 now. Valid Appeal. OB Viking on the outside, getting up to him, and they race neck and neck. Not for long, though. OB Viking and Davies is going to track right on by here. 3/4 in 1:31 and 3, and they're scooting right along here. OB Viking, the veteran, has the lead now with an eighth to go. Then Valid Appeal is racing second. Then third, Pembroke Payment on the outside. Then Bold Ryan fourth, but Davies is going to get his 11th win of the season, and OB Viking wins it. Valid Appeal second, and for third, it was Pembroke Payment. And the time for the mile for OB Viking, 2:02 and 2. OB Viking and Chris Davies reign supreme here in race 2. And back to the winner's circle, winner of race 2. Number 3, OB Viking. He's an 8-year-old son of Keystone Raider. Out of the RKP mare, Debbie Spartan, owned by Chris and Joanne Davies. Chris trains and drives a veteran pacer. 41st career win for OB Viking. Chris's 11th win of the season in his rookie campaign. And for OB Viking, again, a solid year. 12 wins on the season so far. There's Flash again in the winner's circle. Word is he's going over to get his picture taken with Santa Claus here shortly. Wants to get practiced up. And behind the gate now, starters for the third. Stagecoach Gambler has announced he has been scratched. Here we go. We got Georgetown and Steve Mason. Consider Me Lucky and Mark Haig. Dillinger's Lady, Gilles Barrio. Smooth Putnam and Mike Downey. Big Shot Owl, Lonnie Stokes. Golden Days, Sam Hodge, and I'm the Big Dog. And he's a bit off the gate today from Post 7 and Todd Treitz. Here they come. Off and pacing, and a good start for Georgetown. Then Consider Me Lucky, tucking in nicely behind him around the first turn. Georgetown, your leader. Then Consider Me Lucky comes away racing in second. Then on the outside, driving up third, that is Golden Days. Angling in now and getting to the pylons. Then racing back in fourth, Dillinger's Lady. Then racing back in fifth, Smooth Putnam. Then on the outside, Big Shot Owl's going to roll along early here. And I'm the Big Dog after that slow start. He trails, but has caught up to the field here, that opening quarter, in 31 seconds even. Georgetown on the front end here. Then racing second, Consider Me Lucky, Dillinger's Lady on the outside, and she's driving first up. Then racing fourth on the cones and locked in solid, that is Golden Days. Also Big Shot Owl on the outside. He is second over. Then it's back to the two trailers, Smooth Putnam. I'm the Big Dog now up to six. Smooth Putnam now trails as they were halfway home in 1:02 and 2, 31 and 2 in that second quarter, led by Georgetown, Dillinger's Lady. On the outside, hitting hard second. Then Consider Me Lucky. She's had a nice trip. Big Shot Owl outside racing fourth. Then on the inside, Golden Days, I'm the Big Dog, swings out 3 wide now from 6, and the trailing 7th, Smooth Putnam, onto the 3/4 they go, led by George Down. Then Dillinger's Lady, here comes I'm the Big Dog on the outside, tipping out 3 wide, 1:34 and 3 around the final turn. Dillinger's Lady has taken over, but I'm the Big Dog has come to call. Consider Me Lucky is right there, third, looking for racing room down the home stretch. George Down along the cones, and they are 3 wide, right down to the finish. Dillinger's Lady, I'm the Big Dog on the outside. Dillinger's Lady, though, by about a head over I'm the Big Dog. He got the deuce, and in for third, looked like George Down and Consider Me Lucky. Time for the mile. 2:06 and 1, and Dillinger's Lady, your third race winner. For race number 3, number 4, Dillinger's Lady, a 6-year-old daughter, D.M. Dillinger, of the Broadway Express mare, Broadway selection. Owned by Deborah Kirkpatrick, Serge Cormier, W does the training, Gilles Barrio in the driver's seat, and a nice win for Dillinger's Lady as she rebounds from a break last week and gets the job done here this afternoon. Nice win for Dillinger's Lady. Congratulations to her connections as she scores here in race number 3, and a rough trip for her as well. First over, and she still beats them 2:06 and 1. 1 is Jacob, Chris Davies. 2, Port Hill Friendly, and Lonnie Stokes, Elm Grove Bandit. And Mark Haig, Rapid Cane, Gilles Barrio. Fox Valley Merlin and Todd Treitz, Shady Martin, and Stephen Treitz to the outside. A field of 6 here in race 4. Here they come. They're off and pacing Jacob. Then in between horses, Elm Grove Bandit gets away, racing in second around the first turn. Then tucking in third, Port Hill Friendly, Fox Valley Merlin. On the outside and left hard, but he's got to force back into fourth. Then Rapid Cane fifth, Shady Martin trails. Jacob stacks him up, and Davies has the lead here. And no surprise where he's at early on, and he'll look to stay there as he's got a 1.25 lead. Elm Grove Bandit is sharp today, and he's in the 2-hole trip by that opening quarter in 31 seconds. Pretty leisurely quarter for him, and it's Jacob. Then racing second is Uptight Elm Grove Bandit, then Port Hill Friendly. Back in third at the cones, Fox Valley Merlin, Rapid Cane yet to get in gear, and Shady Martin trails. And out from fourth, here comes Fox Valley Merlin again, and he's out to move. That'll give Rapid Cane cover, but the task at hand is to beat the leader here, Jacob, and he has the lead. Fox Valley Merlin on the outside, second, 1:01 and 1. As they round the turn, Jacob, and correction on the quarter, it was 30 and 1, so that's a 31-second second quarter, led by Jacob. Fox Valley Merlin on the outside, racing second, then back in third. On the outside comes Rapid Cane, then inside Elm Grove Bandit, Port Hill Friendly, got shuffled back, and Shady Martin trails, and they were by the 3/4 in 1:32 and 1. Another 31-second quarter. Jacob, Fox Valley Merlin on the outside is going to try him. Then third, Rapid Cane, an 1/8 of a mile to go. Jacob on the inside. Jacob, then Fox Valley Merlin on the outside second. Rapid Cane on the outside is coming on. Deep stretch. Jacob trying to get his 20th, and he's got it. 20 wins this season for Jacob, and Chris Davies wires the field here in race number 4, and the first time we've had a 20 winner here in a long time at Exhibition Park Raceway, and Jacob's done it today. Time for the mile. 2:02 and 2, Jacob. And by now, ladies and gentlemen, this fella should be able to pretty much walk himself to the winner's circle. After what an outstanding season this pacer has going, 20 wins. He's got now, as he's reached that plateau this afternoon, gate to wire trip. He's a son of Blissful Hall out of the Logmare Salt Shaker. It'll be Kenny Fudge, Dave Mitchell. Ken Fudge trains. Chris Davies picks up the drive for the milestone win. 20 wins for Jacob on the season, and he wins gate to wire fashion. And that's become his trademark here. Gate to wire trip for him. Jacob, congratulations all around. And he's got his 20th here this afternoon. And behind the gate now, the Studders race 5. Fifth race Studders behind the gate, Oh My Beautiful Doll and Todd Trites. ROF Racing High, Sam Hodgen. Then Future Secret, Lonnie Stokes. Expensive, Marlene and Steven Trites. Then we have Diamond Hard, Mark Haig, Cowboys Don't Lie, Mike Downey, All-American Candy and Bo Sowers. And then the outside, Kane Rise again, and Jill Burial. The 7 horses run and broke stride. All-American Candy. Off and pacing, Expensive Marlene to the front. And we expected a quick start from her, and she's got the lead around the first turn. And it's Expensive Marlene to the front here. Then racing second, Oh My Beautiful Doll. Back in third, getting to the pylons as they hit the backside is Cowboys Don't Lie. Then ROF Racing High. Up on the outside and driving on. Stokes on the move early again. He's got Future Secret rolling on. Now fourth and going on. ROF Racing High down to fifth now. Then sixth, Diamond Hard. Seventh, Kane Rise again. And pulling up All American Candy. And they were by that opening quarter 31 and 4. And Expensive Marlene looking good early on here. She's on this front end mission and leading a length and a half. Racing second in the pocket is in the 2-hole. That's Oh My Beautiful Doll. And up on the outside, Future Secret getting parked this afternoon. Then racing fourth, Cowboys Don't Lie, Diamond Hard, ROF Racing High, and Kane Rise again as all kinds of horse from the back of the pack. They were halfway home in 103 and 1. 103 and 1/2. And it's Expensive Marlene. Then in the 2-hole, Oh My Beautiful Doll. Racing third on the outside, Future Secret. Kane Rise again on the outside. And she is swung out 3 wide and rushing on. Then up the inside, Cowboys Don't Lie. And there goes Oh My Beautiful Doll out from second. And Trites now takes over. That's Todd Trites to the front now. 3/4, 135 and 1. Oh My Beautiful Doll. Then racing second, Expensive Marlene. Cowboys Don't Lie. Kane Rise again. Diamond Hard. ROF Racing High. And then trailing the field is Stokes and Future Secret down the lane. Oh My Beautiful Doll by herself. Oh My Beautiful Doll, and Todd Trites is going to get win number 194 on the season. And his brother Steven gets the deuce with Expensive Marlene, and Cowboys Don't Lie gets a nice third. And the time for the mile, 2:06 and 1. Oh My Beautiful Doll scores here in the 5th. Quiery is up, looking at the start. And back to the winner's circle, winner of race number 5, number 1, Oh My Beautiful Doll, a 7-year-old daughter of Ram Baron out of the Run the Table mare, Dance with the Duke, owned by Peter and Jeanne Gray of Young's Cove, New Brunswick, trained by Harley McKinnon. Todd Trites in the driver's seat. Oh My Beautiful Doll win 3 of the season. And for Todd, 194 wins now on the season. And Oh My Beautiful Doll scores victorious here. And the mile, 2:06 and a 5th. It's Oh My Beautiful Doll here in the 5th. And the Studders race 6 behind the gate now. Kara's All-American and Mark Haig. Mr. Varbo and Todd Trites. Lewstown and Jill Berrio. Real Courtesy, Lonnie Stokes. Emily J. Down and Steve Mason. Always Jarwa and Wayne Hubbard. A field of 6. At the head of the stretch here, purse of $1,100. And here they come. They're off and pacing Real Courtesy. Sprung the gate last week, and he's doing the same, going for the lead. Real Courtesy around the turn, and he's got the lead already by about 3 lengths as they move around the turn. Real Courtesy, then All-American Karras got away second. Then on the outside, Always Jarwa gets away third. Racing fourth, Lose Town. Then it's back to Mr. Varbo, and trailing the field, Emily J. Down as they race on to that opening quarter, led by Real Courtesy. And can he go all the way again this week? 29-2, that opening quarter, and he's out by 2.5. Then Kara's All-American as the 2-hole trip. Then Always Jarwa back in a third. Lose Town fourth. Mr. Varbo, he's yet to get going, and he's back in fifth. And a trailing 6, Emily J. Down, and it appears they're going a pretty good half here, led by your leader, Real Courtesy, and Stokes sitting straight up in the bike on this fella as they were halfway home, and it was a quick half, 59-3 around the turn. Real Courtesy, All-American Karras has had a perfect trip. Lose Town not far off in third, Always Jarwa. Then Mr. Varbo starting to make up some ground, and trailing at the back, Emily J. Down onto the 3/4. Real Courtesy by half a length. Outside, Kara's All-American, Lose Town. Then Mr. Varbo now comes to fourth, and Real Courtesy opens up by 2 again. They were by the 3/4. 1:31-2. Real Courtesy. Kara's All-American on the outside second. Then third, Lose Town needs some racing room. He may get up the lane here. And on the outside, Mr. Varbo. And he can finish strong. Deep stretch. And all the way outside, Mr. Varbo is going to get there. Mr. Varbo. Trites gets win 195 on the year. And the time for the mile, 2:02-4. And Mr. Varbo made up all kinds of racetrack and gets up to win. Time for the mile, 2:02-4. And we welcome back to the winner's circle, the winner of race 6, and the handsome son of Bo Nose Jade, Mr. Varbo, out of the seedling Herbert mare, Let Us Seed, owned by the Ultimate Stable and Don Hubbard C. Foy Melanson trains. Todd Trites in the driver's seat, and the pacer gets up through the stretch, and he's known for his stretch kick. And he got up just at the right moment this afternoon and gets up to win it, and gives Todd Trites his 195th win of the season. Mile in 2:02-4. Mr. Varbo here in the 6th. Race 7 starters moving in. And a couple going by the gate here early on. We have Tigress Colleen and Mark Hagar's Wanderer, Gilberto, and Star Collector. And Ed Harvey, Fundiana, Wayne Hubbard, Western Queen, and Steve Mason. Burt and Burt, Chris Davies, Wild Cherry, Todd Trites, and Falcons Quick, and Lonnie Stokes. Field of 8, top of the stretch. Here in race 7, here they come. That's one of the better starts today. Off and pacing from the inside, Tigress Colleen. Burt and Burt flying out of there. And he's on the outside going for it around the turn. Tigress Colleen, but not for long. Davies, he's got 2 wins so far today. And he's looking for his 3rd and getting in the hunt early here. And in controlling order with Burt and Burt. Then up on the outside, Star Collector gets in racing in 2nd. Then Tigress Colleen races back in 3rd. Wild Cherry sits 4th. Then Falcons Quick on the outside from 5th and going on. Then it's ours Wanderer back to Funday Anna, and Western Queen trails that opening quarter in 30-4. And Burt and Burt on top and where he loves to be on the front. On the outside, Falcons Quick is parked. Then inside, Star Collector. Here comes ours Wanderer on the outside, and he's got some outside flow. In fact, he has lost his cover now as Falcons Quick is back in as they approach the half. Burton Bird. Then on the outside, ours Wanderer has come to call on the outside second. They were halfway home in 102. Burton Bird out by 2 again. Then ours Wanderer's going to go in for a short breather. Then racing third, Star Follower. And there goes ours Wanderer. He's out again to challenge, and he's going to test Burton Bird early here. Onto the 3/4 they go in the backfield. Western Queen has made a break. Burton Bird inside, and now on the outside taking over and clearing is ours Wanderer, and he's cleared to the lead. Then Burton Bird second. Star Follower on the outside gets some racetrack now from third as these three bring it to the final 8th pole. And your leader now, ours Wanderer by a pair, but don't give up on Burton Bird. He'll come back on you again, and here he comes, ours Wanderer though, and he's impressive today as he turns away Burton Bird. Ours Wanderer, Burton Bird gets the deuce, and Star Follower, but an impressive trip by ours Wanderer, and the time for the mile, 2:04. Ours Wanderer here in race 7. So Western Queen making a break on way to the 3/4 pole. So the judges will have a look at that and talk to the drivers involved, and we'll have a decision for you. But first of all, we'll parade back now the winner of race number 7, number 2, ours Wanderer. And he's a son of full scholarship out of the Armbro Omaha mare, Armbro Jennifer. Alma Jamie Hache, trained by Brock McEachran. Gilles Barrio drives. And this fella's been on fire lately. 3 wins in 4 seconds in his last 7 starts. And wins today in 2:04. Ours Wanderer looking good this afternoon, 2:04. Starters for the 8th race behind the gate, claiming pacers. Freestone Lexi, she's got the rail, and Lonnie Stokes. Lucky Northern Star and Mike Downey. Expo's Dream, Todd Trites. Ari's Andrew and Bo Sowers. Promises, Sam Hodgin. Then All-American Theta, Steve Trites. Pictonian Best West, Gilles Barrio, and outside J.K. Shadow and Mark Haig. Field of 8, here they come. They're off and pacing. Promises, sprinting out for the lead. Then on the inside, Freestone Lexi around the turn and taking the lead. Promises. Freestone Lexi on the inside though, and she is racing second. She's going to give it up here. Then racing back in third under a tight line. Lucky Northern Star and Freestone Lexi is going to play the give and go here. And Stokes and Hodgin are giving and going here, and now taking over the lead on the outside. Freestone Lexi takes it back again. That opening quarter, 30-1. Then racing second in the 2-hole. Promises back third. Lucky Northern Star. All-American Theta on the outside in gear. Ari's Andrew following cover. Then on the inside, locked in at the cones, Expo's Dream. She is back in 6th. Then Pictonian Best West, J.K. Shadow trails. All-American Theta tries to clear to the front, but Freestone Lexi has something to say about that, and they race toe-to-toe. Past the half in a minute. End of 4/5, Freestone Lexi inside. All-American Theta on the outside second. Then racing third on the inside is Lucky Northern, on the inside, Promises. There goes Lucky Northern Star out from 4th. Then racing 5th outside, R.E.'s Andrew. Then looking for racing room, Expo Stream, Pictonian Best West. And trailing the field, J.K. Shadow. And Haig takes him back and now is going to move him by the 3/4, 131-4. And they're still battling up front. Don't give up on Freestone Lexi yet, as she is back on top again to the inside. All-American Theta, he was first up, and he battled her hard, and we'll see who comes comes out on top here down the home stretch. Freestone Lexi, All-American Theta, right down to the wire, and Lexi is tough as nails again and wins it over All-American Theta, and tight for third between Aries Andrew, and there as well was Lucky Northern Star. And the time for the mile, 2:03. 2:03 the mile, and Freestone Lexi, impressive again. And back to the winner's circle, second win from the John Davidson stable this afternoon, and Freestone Lexi, the 10-year-old daughter of Kentucky Spur, the Matt Scooter mare, Stone Free, makes it 2 straight for driver Lonnie Stokes. She's owned by Vaughn Pease of Appleton, Maine, trained by Johnny D. And Freestone Lexi, it's her 11th win of the season. And you knew she was going to be tough off the rail today, and she delivers as the favorite here this afternoon, gate to wire. And showed her toughness off the front end, the mile here this afternoon in race number 8, 2:03. Freestone Lexi, back-to-back winners, and that's 2 winners from the John Davidson stable this afternoon. Moving in behind the starter, it's our top class of the afternoon, and $1,400 in purse money up for grabs. Henschke's got the inside, and Stephen Treitz from Post 2 is Jarwa, and Todd Treitz, educated Mike Downey. He's a gunslinger, and Sam Hodgen, and Yankee Anthem, and Joe Barrio. Outside is LMXKR and Lonnie Stokes. Field of 6, our top class pacers of the afternoon. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Henschke to the inside. Jarwa gets away on the outside as they race around the first turn, and Henschke has the lead. Jarwa on the outside, and he takes it from Henschke, who now sits in the 2-hole. Then sitting back in third, Educated. Then fourth to the pylons. Up the backside, he's a gunslinger. Then it's Yankee Anthem, and trailing the field, LMXKR. And Henschke a bit rough again. And on the inside, Jarwa. Henschke was going to try and go around him and got a bit rough, and he's back in the 2-hole. 28-3 that opening quarter. And it's Jarwa, Henschke in the 2-hole. Then sitting back in third, Educated, gapped out fourth. He's a gunslinger as they tip off the 3/8. Then it's back to the 2 trailers. At the back of the pack, LMXKR. And then on the outside and driving up, that is Yankee Anthem now as they approach the half. Then LMXKR trails on the outside. They were by the half, 59-2 as they round the turn. Jarwa on top. Educated on the outside comes to second. Then Yankee Anthem on the outside. Third, LMXKR is driving up. Henschke on the inside. He's dropped to fifth now. And trailing 6, he's a gunslinger, and he's on the outside. Jarwa. Then Educated on the outside. Yankee Anthem. She's looking for her 4th straight win, and she's in contention here. 3/4, 1:31-2, Jarwa, and he looks tough today off the front, but on the outside, Educated, then racing third, Yankee Anthem, 1/8 of a mile to go, and they're neck and neck for the lead. Educated now takes it. Jarwa, then on the outside, Yankee Anthem, he's a gunslinger, coming to the inside, right down to the wire, and he's a gunslinger, might have got it. And we'll call him the winner up the inside. It was close, but we'll call he's a gunslinger as he guns up the inside. Looks like he got it. Time for the mile. 2:02-3. 4 of them across the racetrack. And hold your tickets. No win tickets sold on He's a Gunslinger if, in fact, he's declared the winner. Again, what a finish. 4 of them right across the racetrack. It looks like he's a gunslinger here in the 9th. And back to the winner's circle. Your winner of race 9 and skimming up the pylons to get the job done here in the top class. Number 4, he's a gunslinger. He's a son of On the Attack out of the Western Hanover mare, Lady the Kid, owned by Morris Brown, who does the training. Sam Hodgen in the driver's seat. And what a year this horse has had. He's close to 50 starts this year. He's now got 8 wins and over $18,000 in earnings this season. He's a gunslinger. Picks up his first win since returning from Maine here at Exhibition Park. And he gets up the inside to take it all in the home stretch. He's a gunslinger in the 9th. Taking all the money here as they move behind the gate. We have Island Eagle and Todd Trites, Graylin Bad Girl and Robert Kraft, Dusty Lane Buster, Lonnie Stokes, PH Catman, Steve Trites. Then we have Buster Blue Chip and Jill Barrio, front running Rick Armstrong. Talking about my boy Chris Davies and Quality of Money and Mark Haig. Field of 8 here in race 10. Here they come. Island Eagle, a bit rough leaving. And he's rolled off stride, off and pacing, and a good start. PH Catman. Buster Blue Chip is firing out of there 3 wide around the turn, then up the inside. Stokes as Dusty Lane Buster looking good early here, and he's got the lead to the inside. PH Catman, then on the outside driving up. Buster Blue Chip is parked at this point, and Barrio may be getting a parking ticket here. Back in 3rd, PH Catman, then front running, closes it up in 4th, and they're going to relinquish here and give Buster Blue Chip the lead. He had to earn to get there, though, and an opening quarter not too bad, 30 seconds, that opening quarter. So Buster Blue Chip has the lead now. Then racing second is Dusty Lane Buster, and the Busters are 1 and 2, 3/8 of the mile in. Then racing back in 3rd, PH Catman, front running. Then it's back to the inside, racing back in 5th. That is Quality of Money. Then racing 6, Graylin Bad Girl. Talking about my boy and Island Eagle after that break leaving. Trails the field a minute and 2 fifths, 30 and 2 in that second quarter. And leading Buster Blue Chip, and he's opened up by about 4. Then racing second is Dusty Lane Buster outside PH Catman. Then front running is 4th as they're spread out here. Quality of Money back in 5th. Graylin Bad Girl, and talking about my boy Island Eagle. And the task at hand is to catch Buster Blue Chip. And they were by the 3/4. 1:31 and 2. That was a 30-second quarter thrown at them there. And Buster Blue Chip Barrio urging him away here in this last 8th. He's out by about 4. And PH Catman second. He looks to have enough of a lead here. Buster Blue Chip. Then PH Catman right there. 3rd on the inside is Dusty Lane Buster. And front running for 4th. But it's going to be Buster Blue Chip here, winning it in for 2nd, Dusty Lane Buster. Then for 3rd, PH Catman ahead of front running. Back in 4th, 2:01 and 2 the mile. 2:01 and 2, and Buster Blue Chip clicking on all cylinders. And parading back to the winner's circle, winner of race 10. And for Jill Barrio, 3 on the afternoon, winning with Buster Blue Chip, 4-year-old son of Better's Delight of the Amity Chef mare, Miss Nuka Chef, owned by John Dempsey of Rolling Dam, trained and driven by Jill Barrio. Buster Blue Chip picks up win 7 of the season, and a nice trip this afternoon for him. 2:01 and 2 the mile for Buster Blue Chip. Got the lead just past the quarter pole and rolled on to victory here in the 10th race. Mile 2:01 and 2. Top of the stretch now, race 11, Incredible Thrill. Lonnie Stokes, Dusty Lane Oscar, and Todd Trites, Hacks Boy, Stephen Trites, and Satan's Little Number, and Rick Armstrong, Daya Harlaka, and Jill Barrio, Franco Croupier, and Mike Downey, Ocean Pacific, Sam Hodge, and We'll See Our Dolly Dance, and Ricky Collins. Field of 8, here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start here. 5 of them rushing out of there to the inside. Incredible Thrill tries to get off the rail and take the lead. Daya Harlaka is firing out of there, and he's up on the outside, racing second, and some confusion there. Satan's Little Number is rolled off stride as they hit the back stretch on way to the opening quarter. Neck and neck for the lead. Incredible Thrill on the outside. Daya Harlaka trying to get there, and Stokes is going to let him go, but not before paying for a quick quarter here. 30 seconds flat. Daya Harlaka, Incredible Thrill. We got the give and go on here, and Stokes wants the lead back and gets it. Then Dusty Lane Buster. Stokes isn't going to have much of a breather here as Trites is out and moving with Dusty Lane Buster. And we've had already 2 lead changes as they approach the opening half, and your leader up front, Stokes again has retaken the lead. Incredible Thrill, Dusty Lane Oscar on the outside. Then Daya Harlaka third. We'll see our Dolly Dance, Franco Croupier. We remind you the inquiry is up as well. Then we look back to Ocean Pacific. Then as they race to the 5/8, that half one, no 1 and 1 up the backside they go, neck and neck for the lead. On the inside, Incredible Thrill, Dusty Lane Oscar. Then Daya Harlaka has some horse, no room for him yet though. Then on the outside, driving fourth, we'll see our Dolly Dance. Then Franco Croupier. Then third over on the outside, driving up, that is Hacks Boy as they were by the 3/4. In 1:33 and 3 as they round the turn, and they're neck and neck for the lead. And watch Daya Harlaka. He has sprung from third now and already is tipping out 3 wide down the home stretch. Down the lane, Daya Harlaka, and on the inside though, trying to hold on, Dusty Lane Oscar. They're neck and neck, and it's Dusty Lane Oscar over Daya Harlaka. Then Hacks Boy looked to get up for third, and the time for the mile, 2:05, and Trites gets his third win of the afternoon. And Rick Armstrong, call the judges, please. Rick Armstrong, call the judges. Again, the inquiry up, looking at the breaking horse. Satan's Little Number, as we parade back now. The winner of race number 11, number 2, Dusty Lane Oscar. Son of Pans to Reason out of the What a Monster mare, Dusty Lane Lynn. Owned by Sandra Deveran, St. Charles, New Brunswick, trained by Earl Fram. With Todd Trites in the driver's seat. Win 196 now for Todd Trites on the year. He's got 4 to go to get to 200. And the mile for Dusty Lane Oscar this afternoon, 2:05. And for Dusty Lane Oscar, how about 14 wins on the season? 14 wins for Dusty Lane Oscar. Long shots on the board to play as well. If you still want to get in, you still got a moment. As we move them in behind the gate, Rackland Fine Line, Todd Trites, Awesome Bert, and Mike Downey. Pitbull Hanover, Steve Trites. $1 Million Down and Steve Mason. Then Young Bro Fancy, Bo Sowers. Magnetic Bank, Gilberto. Legendary 1 and Mark Haig, and outside 8 is Ryan's Fancy and Lonnie Stokes. Field of 8. Final race of the afternoon, and here they come. They're off. Quick start. Young Bro Fancy fires out of there, and she can leave. Then Awesome Bird along the cones gets away, racing in second. But Young Bro Fancy is already cleared to the lead and has a 2-length lead. Then on the outside, racing second, Pitbull Hanover comes to second, and he's going for the lead. Pitbull Hanover up to take it now. Then racing second is Young Bro Fancy. Sitting back in third, Awesome Bert, Rackland Fine Line is racing fourth as the field tightens up. $1 Million Down. On the inside is racing, and he's out and moving now from fifth. Then Magnetic Bank also out to move that opening quarter in 31 and 2. Then the 2 trailers in the backfield Legendary One and Ryan's Fancy as they approach and pass the 3/8 marker. Off the turn, through the stretch, racing to the half-mile point. Pitbull Hanover pointed on the lead. Then on the outside comes Million Dollar Down. Inside, Young Bro Fancy still holds second. Awesome Bert locked in the box, sitting in fourth. Magnetic Bank a fifth, and Rackland Fine Line, Ryan's Fancy. And trailing the field, Legendary One. They were halfway home in 103 and 2 as they hit the backstretch. Pitbull Hanover, and is he going to be tough to beat off those fractions? He's on top by half a length. Million Dollar Down on the outside, and first up challenging the leader. Then racing third on the inside, Young Bro Fancy as they pass the 3/4. Million Dollar Down has now cleared the lead as they pass the 3/4. 1:34 and 4, and Million Dollar Down has jumped out to a 3-length lead now. Racing second to the outside comes Magnetic Banka with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Million Dollar Down looking good. Then Magnetic Banka second, battle for third, Pitbull Hanover, but it's going to be Million Dollar Down, and what an effort here. In for second, Magnetic Banka. Rackland Fine Line come out of the clouds, and he might have got the third on the extreme outside. And the time for the mile, 2:03 and 3, back half in a minute. And your winner, Million Dollar Down, winning going away. And back to the winner's circle, the winner of race number 12, number 4, Million Dollar Down. 3-year-old gelded son of Million Dollar Cam out of the No Nukes mare, Godiva Hanover. Home of the Downey Stables, trained by Steve Mason. Steve does the driving. And win 5 for the 3-year-old pacer. And Million Dollar Down picking up win 5 of the season for driver Steve Mason here in the final. And quite an effort coming up first up at Pitbull Hanover and getting cleared and driving away through the home stretch for a nice win. Million Dollar Down here in the 12th and final.